Time for our police cam segment showing the dangers that police officers face every day. Police in Riverside, California were patrolling after hours near a shopping center when a security guard flagged them down, saying he was concerned about two men in a parked Honda Pilot. Two officers investigated, saw a drug pipe in the car, and asked both men to step out of the vehicle. I'll show you what happened next from each of the officers' body cams. There's a few seconds of silence before the camera starts recording sound.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground now!
Sorry, y'all.
Get on the ground now!
What the are you doing? $25 shots fired at Enterprise on University. Get on the ground!
The driver, Jason White, was on probation for a drug conviction. He put the SUV in reverse, lurching it back and hitting both officers with the open doors. The officer on the driver's side was slammed into the cruiser so hard it damaged the police vehicle. His badge was ripped from his shirt. Both officers ended up opening fire, hitting White as he shifted into drive and slammed into the back of another parked vehicle. The passenger surrendered, was detained. He was not charged. Now, police were able eventually to get White out of the vehicle, take him to the hospital. He's facing multiple charges, including assault with a deadly weapon against an officer, evading police, and hit and run. The officer who was smashed into his cruiser was hospitalized and has recovered. The other officer was treated at the scene. Police recovered 2 guns, several extra clips, and boxes of bullets from the suspect's vehicle. Joined by Riverside Police Lieutenant Chad Milby, who oversees investigations on all use of force incidents in the department. He's also a police academy instructor who teaches tactics and active shooter response. Lieutenant, thank you very much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. So this happens around midnight at a closed shopping center. What do the officers know when this incident starts?
Well, Dan, they know that they were flagged down. They know it's an occupied vehicle. They know it's late at night. Just like you alluded to, it was just prior to midnight. They know, based on their training experience of working in this particular area, that there is a lot of violent crime. We've seen more guns taken off the street last year and this year than I've ever seen throughout my entire career. So going into that, they know there's a high likelihood that there is potentially some type of criminal activity going on inside this vehicle. Whenever we approach an occupied vehicle, whether it be a traffic stop or just a vehicle that's stopped, in this case, it's one of the most dangerous situations that an officer can walk into. There's a lot of unknown.
Well, and also we should, again, remind people that they were flagged down here, right? This is not a situation where they just walked up. They were flagged down by a security guard who was concerned, and they then investigated. Police try to get the guys to step out of the vehicle when the suspect then puts it into reverse, slams it on the gas. Let's look at that one more time. Again, it starts in silence.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground now!
Sorry, y'all.
Get on the ground now!
Now, you're involved in training a lot. I don't imagine this is the sort of scenario you can actually train an officer for, because there's going to be a lot of just reaction and having to just, use what you know, where you know the lines are, but you can't specifically train for something like this, can you?
Well, Dan, we train our officers to have good situation awareness. They have to pay attention not only to what's going on inside the vehicle, but everything that's going on outside the vehicle. In this case, you'll see just prior to the shooting taking place, the driver actually leans forward and he looks in the direction of the passenger officer on the passenger side of the vehicle. So there's things that we teach our officers. They're called pre-force indicators. Pre-force indicators are things, or mannerisms. They're actions of suspects that are generally precede a use of force. And in this case, I haven't spoken to the officer, but I would imagine that that is something that he picked up on. It was very intentional. He leaned forward, looked at that passenger side officer as if he was beginning to formulate a plan. There's something that's called the reactionary gap. The reactionary gap is that amount of time to react to a suspect's actions. And the reactionary gap is always going to take longer for us to react than it is for the suspect to decide to act.
Well, I want to ask you about this. So after crashing, the suspect stays in the car. He ignores orders from police. He appears to be reaching for something, as we've discussed. I think there was a level of restraint, was there not, in the officer not shooting again?
Absolutely. We have to continually assess. We take what we call a tactical pause. We bring things back down. We stabilize. And if the suspect no longer poses an imminent threat of great bodily injury or death, then we have to stop. We make that assessment. And now we have to formulate a plan under very controlled conditions to figure out what is the safest manner in getting the passenger into custody and then ultimately getting the suspect into custody in this case, so we can begin to render life-saving methods to the suspect.
Well, Lieutenant Milby, please send our thoughts to both of the officers involved, particularly the one who was hospitalized. We were so relieved to hear that he is okay. We're thinking about him, and we really appreciate the time you took to come on the program. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.